Hello.
All right. Who's going to have it tonight?
So this is episode mumble of the Wizard's Grimoire. I am the wizard tonight. I'm your wizard. Yeah, we've done a few things.
This is the episode where
not since February,
we become the wizards.
Oh no.
You've been the wizard for far too long, Mark.
So this is the Wizard's Grimoire. There are other games in this series, including the Barbarian's Bloody Quest, where you go around and kill wizards.
Oh no.
And the Barbarian's Companion, so it's like a Fafhrd Great Mouser kind of thing.
Oh sure.
And there's, what's the other one? The Thief and the Necromancer, which is fun. And then there's the I don't have it in this directory, but there's like the Great Beast or something where you're like doomed, like this is your last hunt and someone else plays the beast. But it's the same kind of format. It's
That's
real
awesome.
sad. Oh, The Last Adventure, that's what it is. And there's like more spell books and all sorts of good stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So if someone else wants to try a barbarian or something,
Kill all wizards.
kill that is literally like pop it over here. The Barbarian's Bloody Quest.
I'm fine playing.
You are a killer, a wanderer, an outlander. A wizard once came to the mountainside village where you were born and lived. You were a child. You remember the wizard is terrible. You'll never forget your parents hid you and couldn't see what happened. The wizard summoned fearsome creatures in armor who butchered your family and all people you ever knew. You stayed hidden. You were soon taken in by your village enemies, etc., etc., etc. You're a killer, but you'll no longer kill people for their wealth or place of pride or ease of your own bloodlust. You'll kill wizards and you'll kill them for revenge. Yeah, so it's kill all wizards, the game.
Nice. Amazing.
Pretty great. Although I imagine you encounter similar difficulties as poor old Aquarax here.
Oh, Aquarax.
Yeah.
Face any difficulties.
I like playing with Acrorax because it's like, how much can we make him do breadomancy?
Oh yes.
How many bread rolls can we make
Conjure a slice of bread or dinner roll.
without sacrificing the story?
Oh, of course.
Of course, we're
We're
not.
gonna get it organically.
We're civilized. Not gonna force it.
I'm actually going to share the keeper for a second so you can see. Here's Aquarax, of the West. One of the first things I need to do is go over my qualities again, and that might change my stats. These are all derived from these. So the things we've done so far, there's the bread wizard, made a little girl with an invisible friend, did the carnival with Mr. Fantastico, and we got this house, this crazy fucking house.
I was there for that. Yeah.
And we fixed the house. So the word was transferred from the signature to the house, and then this is my gopher cage. There's a whole lot of things happen. I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, I do. Gary at the gopher.
Yeah, with a little top hat.
Because I named him, I think. I was like, Gary, who named that?
Escher Portal sounds like something I would have come up with.
It does sound like
probably there for that.
It sounds like a Peter thing.
So right now I'm ambitious, bold, cunning 3201. Let's see if my quality is changing in that. If I face a dangerous obstacle, I'll definitely confront it. That's been pretty constant. If my companion parts the table, I will not pay my companion share. Fuck that guy.
Oh no.
Suppose someone delivers a complaint. Do you suppose that you're wrongly accused? Probably justly these days. Suppose that you come across, strike swiftly. Actually, I've been talking to a lot of gophers and stuff. I think I'm gonna let them explain.
Yeah, Gary.
This could be an interesting story.
Yeah. Suppose that someone has come with a deal. He's a lot more cavalier these days. I think he's going to make it at their disposal. And I've learned the hidden weakness. Definitely still exploring that weakness. So that's Aquarax is mellowed out in the time, in the
Oh,
Oh,
no.
he's maturing.
six months that have been passed. Cool. So, and I've also done some good work on the Grimoire. I opened up section 1, which gave me a spell to strenuously dispute a wizardess will. I can conjure a slice of bread. I
By can, we mean will.
Will.
Will
Make this
constantly,
I
as
can
often as possible in the story.
proclaim a malignant lethargy, and the last one I got, I can summon a plasmic bird.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Whoa, that seems really dangerous.
Plasmic bird. It's an intelligent, obedient creature, invisible to wizard, except to wizard senses. It flies when you tell it,
So wait, it's a
Listen.
bird only you see?
or other wizards.
Other wizards see?
It can go
Oh,
fly and
comedy
spy.
potential of this is good.
Gets questions on it. Miss it flies away wherever it wants to, loudly proclaiming who summoned it and speculating on your reasons.
Fuck you, Wackarex!
So yeah. And I also got a little bit more magic, so my magic is pretty good these days.
Yeah. Get this dinner. Oh, you can eat bread, soup and salad.
So the next things I need to do are I need to get 2 successes to unlock section 4. Don't know what that does yet. And if I want to unlock section 5, I need to find the first maximum of Rulish of Fane. We don't know who that is or what that is. But I do need to get that to make that happen. So if that comes up, that comes up
Organically.
organically. Cool.
Like the bread.
So
Like the
like the bread. So basically the way the game works is I get into situations and y'all tell me what happens. Specifically, my goal in the game is to see myself into danger in pursuit of my ambitions and maybe back out again. Play towards dinner. Whenever you consider downplaying the danger you're in, embrace it instead. And then y'all will be answering questions that I have and basically being co-GMs. And then the mechanics to do stuff, right? I can exert myself to study and understand a person, to do wizard shit, to study and grasp a situation, exert myself physically against something subtly or violently, or if nothing works, I can submit myself to circumstance and then see what happens. I've also got a bunch of newbie spells, like something about shoes. Oh yeah, there was something about shoes. What was it?
Oh, shoes.
I can unveil my wizard senses, study Grimoire. I can recite an ominous dissuasion. I can pronounce liveliness upon my shoe or others.
Or another person's shoes.
Yeah, so these are all things I can do.
We will keep that in mind. Make opportunities for those skills to shine.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you questions. I will make the leap to action and then look for opportunities to exert myself. And there was a little list of things for you all getting started. There we are. Sections. Insertions. There's some places like here are some starting things. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm just gonna go with the first one here. So tell your volunteers. It's been a while. I've been studying, getting used to my house. It's the magic is it's still weird, but it's not like, oh, the ward was like visual agnosia. Like if I left the house, I couldn't understand what anything was, which hampered study. But that was all taken care of. So now, after 6 months or so, I've slipped uninvited into a grand fete in honor of a certain prince or princess of the city nearby, returned from campaign. I've heard that among their spoils, they have a particular glass lens mounted in silver, a wizardess artifact that can decipher unfamiliar writing. I hope to find and steal, or maybe buy it. And then I will start asking questions to set the stage. And then we begin play in a public place on their estate, surrounded by partying grandees. So I guess the first question is, who Who is it? Who is this prince or princess of the city who has recently returned from campaign?
Oh man. I have a hit on it, I think.
Yeah, go for it.
That the title is the Prince of Wizardry. Whether this person is actually any good at anything wizardous,
Nice.
can be fun either way. But I think it is. Oh, go
Yeah.
ahead.
I was just thinking maybe it belongs to like an illusionist club that like does magic tricks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a jester sort of position, I think.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's
That's
doing
better.
magic that amuses the king.
So the thing says that they recently returned from campaign, which I assume means that they've been off
It was that.
fighting a war or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he
and that-
had like a convention, like a jester convention, and then
That
came back
that
home.
that glass lens is one of the things that he brought back from
the
one of his
booty.
spoils. Yeah.
Well, he won the talent show, and that's what he got for it. You're not the GM, Mark. You're not the
where
GM
were they?
anymore.
Where were they
no.
fighting?
Oh man. And it's definitely a fight, like not a negotiation or something like that.
Talent show.
It just says campaign, so it's
Yeah.
some sort of conflict, whether military or
Okay.
diplomatic with someone else.
But where would it have happened?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Or just why, maybe. We don't need to know the details.
I don't know. I'm intrigued by thinking of this place.
Yeah.
Like I'm wondering if it's a place renowned for cursed artifacts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could just be plunder.
yeah. It's got this reputation. I don't know the name of the place, but it's a country that has this dreadful reputation of being like you travel there and don't come back. The riches there are great because no one ever goes there. And whoever comes back changed. Like I think all of these rumors would like be a surprise to people who actually live there. And they're like, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of
What you mean?
boring here.
Wheatburg?
Well, I think I kind of want to
Over there by Rivertown?
I think it's called. I think the place is called Torvald.
Torvald. In the north.
Yeah, and I think like
Icy waste.
most of the yeah, it's icy waste, and most of it is caverns that folks live in. And he found this, the Prince of Wizards found this in like a grotto somewhere.
Does the prince have an actual name, or is he only known as the Prince of Wizardry?
Oh man, I think he wants to only be known by his title, and his real name is really mundane or something.
Gilbert.
I think it's like Shane or Gilbert.
Bert.
Bert. Yes.
Bert.
Bert Smith.
Cool. So he's got this thing that I want, the glass lens mounted silver.
But Bert does have like a lot of social capital. Like
Yeah.
Everyone
Because
loves Bert.
everyone loves Bert.
Someone's thrown a grand party for him.
Yeah.
Which we're at. So we're beginning play in a public place on their estate. They have an estate. What's the theme of the party?
Air. I want there to be like a bounce castle, but it's made of like a weird gelatin.
There's something I was thinking that might coincide or might work synergize with that is like I imagine there's an observatory on the estate, surrounded by little like little statuary that's kind of space themed. And so I was thinking like the air and stars.
Yeah, maybe celestial or like
and the bounce castle can work into that. I think
the heavens. There we are. We found it.
Excellent.
The heavens.
Teamwork.
Yeah. So it's anything from like air to clouds to there's like cotton candy going about.
Nice. And I'm surrounded by partying grandees. Who among them like do I know and or get along with, and who among them is like my rival or someone who like dismisses me?
Oh God, is Mr. Fantastico still alive?
Oh, Mr. Fantastico.
Okay, so one of them is
Do we have access to your grimoire and the NPCs? Or we're making new ones. We're just kind of
new ones
yeah,
for
we
this?
can just make whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been
Cool.
it's been
I'm not
6 months
gonna-
and there's no expectation of
I
continuity.
was only in 2 of the past ones,
Yeah.
and I probably won't call back much, but I'm happy
Yeah.
to if you
The
if
game
you
is
want to.
designed to just like to have 2 new guides every time. So
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Buckle up.
there's no expectation of continuity except for
Okay,
the
cool.
wizard.
Okay, so one of your rivals, yeah, I think it's like, is it somebody else who's after the Grimoire?
Ooh, who's after my grimoire?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
and is there specifically because they
Because they know I'm
you'll
gonna be
be-
there.
Yeah.
Is it just like a collector? Like he doesn't care
That's what
about
I was
being
wondering, if it's a
Oh.
John or the Mr. Knurl, Gilbert Knurl sort of thing. Of like, there's
It's
a spot
academic.
in the library, a display case that needs one more book.
Yeah.
Cool. What's their name?
Oh boy. I'm this is terrible. I'm seeing a surname of Queglich.
Yeah.
Queglich.
QUE what?
Yeah.
I'll just type it out.
Craiglich.
Quaglitch.
Great. That's what I had.
I think your
I think that's his full
child-
name. That's great.
Yeah, it's his whole name. I think your childhood friend is there also.
Oh,
Yeah, you went to school together.
I want to think that they went on a really different life path from you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like they're a scientist. Like they are
Oh,
they're a famous astronomer now.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's why they
man.
were invited.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't like
That's-
social capital, it was
As set
Yeah.
dressing.
expertise.
Yeah, they were like they had to give like a little like TED talk or something that night. They don't really know any of the people.
It's
It's just there for
awkward.
the theme. Yeah.
Probably
They're just
just
there-
really
there.
happy to see a familiar face.
Yeah, I think they were like, yeah, they were hired to be there, and they're just like, okay,
Party astronomer.
party astronomer. And their name, yeah, their name is Nil, Nil, Nil.
Great.
And
So,
they're
yeah, I think-
non-binary.
Great. I think I make a beeline for Nil.
Nil!
Ask them how they are doing.
Acarax.
And I think just to remember, I think yes, I've slipped into this party uninvited. So,
Oh no. Oh man, or I wonder if, oh yeah.
yeah, so I'm both like, oh, familiar face, and B, seek legitimacy by talking to somebody
Hanging
who is
out with
actually
obviously
invited.
an important person at this party.
He's like tying balloons or something.
Hey kids, look, constellations.
Yeah, as you can see here,
Just kind of dead voice to some
it's
extent.
hanging like, yeah, I think he's hanging like constellation party favors, and it's like, it's just like his 16th time through it.
Behold the wonder of the heavens.
Oh, thank God, Acarax. I'm glad to see a familiar face.
Yeah, Nil, you have been invited for the theme, I suppose. I don't think you know the Prince of Wizardry, right?
One can never know the Prince of Wizardry. He's as
I mean, I know.
mysterious as the.
His name's Bert. He's not mysterious at all. He's just some rich dick.
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
But he did manage to go to Torvald and return with some good stuff.
I mean, I don't like him.
Yeah.
He's a very nice guy.
Is he?
Yeah, it's just that I don't trust that.
Oh,
He just seems, I don't know, like everybody's got a flaw. and Bert is one of those people that just you can't be that happy all the time.
I think his flaw might be going to where people live and taking their stuff. So do you know anyone else here?
Not a soul.
Well, we should.
That
go
guy over there, though,
inside
is
and
giving
catch up,
you
though.
the eye.
Yeah. I don't know that guy. Let's go inside and get away and see if we can catch up a little bit.
Okay, well, let me just finish this round. And billions, if not millions of years from now, the closest star will envelop this world and we will be no more.
All the kids
Alarm
just
children. Yeah.
All right.
I think
come back
one
in-
of them thinks it's awesome and the rest are terrified.
Come back.
I'm
in
not
15
doing my homework
minutes.
ever.
Come back in 15 minutes for the start of the next show.
Cool. When I imagine there are like public places where the party continues on inside and some less populated places which we are not necessarily allowed. I think I'd like to go into those places. What is the first place that doesn't seem to be a place where people are hanging out?
All I'm really imagining is just a gate with a couple of guards in front of it, but no clear notion of what's behind it, other than that it leads further into the estate.
I'm good at guards. Okay.
Yeah.
What do the guards look like?
I'm seeing them as kind of genial and gone to seed.
Yeah, but like linebacker size.
Yeah.
Huge dudes, but like puppy dogs.
Nice. Yeah, so I'll just approach the more puppy dog-ish looking one and say, gentlemen, we need to get through here. We have some business inside. Do they let me pass?
I think they say, "Oh, it's you. Great. We've been waiting for you. Come right in."
It is me. Yes, it is me.
And they're like talking vaguely about a problem, but not like in any useful way. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad now that we won't be blamed for
it. Yeah.
My friend and I would like to be undisturbed. We have some personal business to take
Oh
care of.
yeah,
like
we
shuttling-
won't be going near. Yeah, don't worry.
Oh,
That's
great.
out of my pay range.
We're just gonna leave you in the room and
Just do your magic.
magic stuff.
He's actually an astronomer.
All
Cool.
the same.
I will
Clearly-
go into
clearly
that
neither
room.
of them know what
It's
that
weird.
means.
I think the astronomer's like wearing at like a wizard's hat with like
pointy
stars on
stars
the
and
front though, and like
I was
a
like-
wizard robe. He looks like
I'm
a
just trying
wizard.
to be as normal as possible.
got like
Yeah.
He's got like
When
a
they-
Merlin robe.
When you tell them he's not a wizard, they're just like,
I know wizards. Yeah, we
Cool.
will not
So we
bother you
go.
in there.
We go into that room. What do we
Yeah.
see?
a set of stairs going down and down and down. I think it was like you go through a small door and then immediately they're leading you down this very long staircase.
This must be where the treasure is. Let's go.
Yeah.
Tell me what I eventually find.
Eventually it's like a closet sized room at the bottom. And it doesn't have corners.
So a round room.
Yeah.
Or you don't know.
Yeah, it could be an
Yeah,
ellipse. So you don't know that it's perfectly round.
Ellipses are round.
Parabolic.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
It just goes on forever.
Oh God. Why is there no wall? Yeah, and I think like there's like a hole in one part of the wall that is like the speakeasy, like you open to look through it, but there's no door around it. There's just like a little compartment with a shifting cover that's closed.
Mhm.
And I think both of the guards are, again, very thankful. Like they had been waiting a long time. Bert will really appreciate this. And then they are like,
Oh, they
practically
came.
running.
And
Oh,
went
they came
back.
down. They came down with me. Okay.
Yeah. And then they're
But-
out of
but-
there.
So it's like, just to clarify, it's like a round room with like a like a well with a cover in the middle. Was that what you're saying?
I was saying somewhere along the wall, there's a like
Mm,
high
Little
height thing that you can open and look
slats.
through if you like.
all right.
Yeah.
Science before magic. Would you like to take a look? Fine, I'll look
Okay.
myself.
Uh,
Cool. I slide it open and cautiously take a peek in. What do I see?
Oh man.
I think you see your own eyes.
Oh no. And I would add to that, I think you're sort of locked in a way, like when you can't look away for some reason.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Oh
Yeah.
Neil? Neil, can you pull me away from here? I can't seem to move.
no. And you hear the same voice coming from the other side of the wall.
Thank you for yes-anding my silly stuff.
Is he saying exactly the same time
I
as
think
me,
he,
or is
I
it
think
like
he, yeah, and I think Neil says, which one?
No.
just pull me away from the wall? Whichever one you see, pull me away.
Which wall?
The one that I'm looking through a wall. Pull me away from it.
Okay. And I think he tries, but he accidentally looks at himself.
And now you're both.
You're both stuck.
This seems like
But he
a good
only looks
time
at
to-
one of his eyes, so he could kind of pivot.
He has a little more.
There's a little
They have a
more.
little more freedom. But...
Yeah, they have a little room.
This seems like a good time to unveil my wizardess senses.
Oh, good.
Let me open up a dice room.
I forgot you had moves. I thought we were just gonna keep getting you to silly trouble.
They're not moves, they're spells.
I have moves, I have spells.
Oh, they're exertions, more specifically.
Illusions, Michael.
Yeah.
That's my dice room. So how does this work? I am going to be rolling 3 dice because that's my that's my Magic League score. And I need count each 4 or 5 or 6 as a hit. If I roll a hit, it's a miss. Okay, easy enough. Do I need to say anything special? Tell your volunteers that I'm unveiling my wizardess senses and roll. Here we go. Okay, I hit. Good. No matter what the result, now go on to exert myself mentally or empathetically. Make that roll as well, but instead of asking about what your gut or empathy tells you, ask questions about what your wizardess senses reveal. They can perceive as a shimmer or buzz, magical spells, subtle emanations, active plasmids, things made invisible, magic, and other sides of wizardry. So I think that means I'm going to exert myself mentally. I'm just checking stuff out. And nothing happens if I actually hit. Great. So when I exert myself mentally to study and grasp the situation's nuances, I'm looking around and I'm going to roll my mentally, which is also 3. Go. Oh, and there are no hits. Okay. On a miss, tell my volunteers that I stand there lost in thought until something snaps me out of it and ask me what. So what snaps me out of it? I see nothing.
I want to point out that while you were doing this, the other was doing the same to you. So both of you are now, you could kind of feel the intrusion and then saw it flow around you. And so what eventually snapped you out of it?
Yeah, what eventually snapped me out of it?
I wonder if Nil says, maybe we should say a password.
Yeah, that's
And just like, I think he's been talking they have been talking
Oh,
for a
yeah, yeah.
while. And they've
and
been like,
suddenly,
maybe the password's this, maybe it's this.
I wonder if at some point Nil starts singing an old song that both of you remember, just because they're like trying to break the.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out the like, they're doing the like dolphin
Dolphin
training
thing.
Yeah.
But I think like, is there a password for this was probably something you were hearing just at the start of it too.
Yeah. Cool. So if that's not me of it, I have a chance to.
And I wonder if Nil is wondering
back.
if this is what happens every time you exert wizardess will against your doppelganger.
Really,
No, I'm just trying to see what happens.
I think Nil is also like, you could do something, man.
So
I'm trying here.
The double is it like doing exactly what I'm doing as I do it, or is there a delay?
I don't think there's a delay now.
Okay, cool. And that is a problem the guards had. I don't imagine the Equirax on the other side knows anything else that I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide the thing closed again. And it's a round-ish room.
Oh man.
I wonder if okay, roll this back if it's too.
We might
out
be thinking
there.
the same thing, but go for it.
When you close it, you just hear screaming.
Oh man.
We can roll it back though if you had.
I was wondering if when you close
you both
it,
have
you
to
find
agree on
yourself
that for it to
on the
happen.
other side of it.
Oh yeah, that's better. Let's do that.
Okay, cool. Great. So so that like the curve of the room where the thing is in is probably the same, but when I close it and then turn around, what do I see that's different?
Oh man. Yeah, what is the other room like?
Or I mean, wouldn't that other room curve away from you?
Yeah, be concave rather than convex or whatever.
Oh, I was thinking like there's basically two circles like that. The thing is here, but this one can be.
Okay.
This one, like only the front needs to be a circle because that's what I'm looking at. So if I like look at it and then turn around, it could be anything else.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like
emptiness. I was on the same page with you, just like vast empty space with
empty space, circle in front of you. You're looking into the circle, but behind you, there's
nothing.
It just goes off into darkness. Like I think the only light you have is just that one
coming through the little
coming around the edges of the now closed.
And Nil is on the other side.
Oh, I thought Nil was with me. Yeah.
No, Nil's with you because you closed it.
No.
Oh, but Nil only was looking through one eye.
Oh no.
True?
I
wonder if Nil's half and half, like
Nil's
caught in the wall
right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like Nil, Nil's like
or like his consciousness is now split.
Yeah.
Is now split between the
two.
Useful.
That's correct.
Useful.
Oh no.
Oh, poor Nil.
Nil's having a day.
They have to start their show again in 15 minutes.
I got bad news for you, Nil.
But they're not going to get paid.
Oh boy. Kids are going to learn some things.
I think it's time to exert myself mentally to study and grasp a situation's nuances. Actually, I should probably do the wizard thing too first. So unveil my wizardess senses.
Sure, you aren't hungry and need a
there we go. Nope, not yet. Canapes are super filling. Cool. So I rolled a hit, so I'm going to exert myself mentally again. Yeah, 3 hits. So what does that mean? That means that when I mentally On any hits, I can ask as many questions as I want about what I can directly observe, as always, but I can also ask questions about any magical stuff that I can, because my wizardess senses are unveiled. Cool. So, I guess the first question I can ask one for hit is, have I been transported, or is this like some sort of illusion or mental clouding? Am I in a physically different place, or have I been bamboozled?
Oof. I think it's more fun if you've actually been transported.
That was
or
my hint too.
exchange more precisely.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what I was feeling too.
Cool. Since I'm in a different place, extending my senses outward, what is the nearest thing that I can sense that is something familiar, if any?
Nil.
I mean, the like location.
Other than nil location.
Yeah.
Like, did I get transported to a different part of the castle or a different plane of existence, or somewhere in between?
I wonder if you like can sense like the backside of like bookshelves and backside of like furniture, as if you're in like in the walls, but in like a weird.
Yeah, I'm sensing weird dimension angle.
Yeah,
like magical prison thing is the vibe I'm getting.
Okay, we could do that. Yeah,
but no, I mean, I'm saying like it's tucked in, kind of folded.
Oh
in
yeah,
into
like
the
instead
walls
of
the castle.
Yeah, like from the outside, the walls of the castle would look quite small, but actually large.
So I've clicked through the geometry of the castle.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Great. What's my third question?
What kind of bread?
What kind of bread butter do you want?
The third question is, was this a trap specifically laid for me, or is it just a feature of the castle?
I mean, my gut reaction is that this was not specifically set for you. Like, you genuinely did walk into a problem that they were awaiting somebody else taking care of. And yeah, it's just kind of bad roll of the dice, or weird roll of the dice for you. But I can roll that back too.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I've stumbled onto a genuine problem, and turn to Nil and say, what does your astronomy make of this, Nil?
I think Nil's been freaking out this whole time.
Nil has left the building.
Nil like can't figure out where they are because they're split.
Oh god.
You feel they're like patting themselves, but then
it is not time for Nil's next show yet, right?
Poor Nil.
Or Dale. Let's see what happens if I do this. I'm going to try out my bird.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So bird. This is exerting myself magically
again, Nil won't be able to
3 days.
Nil's gonna think that like wizardry is such bunk.
Well, I didn't roll any hits on a miss, so my intention was for it to like fly around and see, because it can go wherever it wants. So like see if there's someplace where the walls are thin, or I can connect or whatever.
Useful bird things.
On a miss, however, it flies away wherever it wants, loudly proclaiming who summoned it and speculating on my reasons for doing so. And only wizards can see and hear it, I guess.
Hear it. Oh no.
So it does that. What happens as a result is what I'm supposed to ask you.
Okay. I'm kind of inclined to cut to Bert having a nice conversation. And Bert looks genial and impressively handsome, and they're eating Danishes or something. And the bird just plows into him.
Yeah, that's
screaming about the great Aquilax has come.
just disrupting the Danishes.
And food everywhere.
Food everywhere. The great Aquilax has come.
Clambering up an ice sculpture and
climbing. It's like brought some curtains down. Just really
so are
ruining
people
the
freaking
party.
out because no one can see it?
I think Bert can barely see it.
Yeah, I think
He's
Bert like only has a little bit of wizardry.
It's just enough to know that someone is shouting at him.
And there's there's like a child there that can see it.
The same one who was excited about the earth burning.
We're gonna die. What a great
Wizard
day.
The best party.
Yeah. And then it's like, Birdie.
How does Bert react to the message it's bringing and all the havoc it's causing?
Oh man. Well,
go
ahead.
I was just wondering if like he had just been telling. I think he like swears revenge. If I think he's like jokingly, but like,
oh yeah,
but like actually goes through the like motions of a like making an oath of like,
Of a wizard's oath
if
of
I ever met
revenge.
this Acarax guy, I swear
How dare he ruin my party?
to behead him for ruining my party, right? And I think he's like trying to do that, but like makes
make light
a
of it.
solemn oath.
Oh yeah.
I make a solemn oath.
Oh no.
May I be torn asunder.
Should I not
If I-
exact the
should
full
I not
measure of
exact-
revenge?
Yeah.
A distant like bell.
And there's everyone laughs, and it's just like, oh, he's just like saved it. So funny.
So just to be clear, what is the exact wording of the oath?
Oh no.
If I meet him, I have to tear his head from his body.
Or else what?
Or else I'll be torn asunder is what I said, but we can.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Does that work for Peter too?
That's
I
just
think
what
so,
came
yeah.
out. We don't have to go with it.
If you both agree, that's what happens.
What power we have.
No.
Great. So
problem.
the bird doesn't tell me any of this.
No.
So I was like,
Fucked.
I just learned this bird thing. Oh no.
Doesn't
Here
work.
goes. It worked. It just didn't do it. I guess it doesn't do what I tell it to do. Okay.
Oh no.
Well, let's just start walking and see where we get. I will walk directly away from the little
Islet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nilla's freaking out, but like puts a hand on your shoulder and is like shakily following.
Yeah, follow me. What is the first thing I encounter that is not nothingness?
Hmm. I wonder if it's yeah, I think it's a fireplace.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know,
so
I'm trying to,
tell me more what it looks like. Me
um
on my side, I guess.
yeah, I think the like featureless kind of the featureless space kind of starts getting a little more detailed, and eventually you find yourself at a sitting room in a fireplace, and like at the edges the wood flooring turns into nothing, it all kind of fades at the edges, but yeah, I think this is a perfectly normal sitting room that you would expect to be in this castle, and there is another eyelet cover above the mantle.
All right, time
Is
to look in the
there-
island.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Oh,
is
no,
there
go ahead.
someone sleeping on one of the chairs in front of the fireplace?
tell me.
Oh, I will go with this.
Okay, yeah, I think there is.
So I guess I pretty much figure I have to look in the island. So slide it open.
You just
look
ignore the
inside.
sleeping person and you go to the island. Great.
Well, so he's in the. So my understanding is like I'm in void space. I'm like coming like from the back of the wall to the room, and he's inside the room.
I think we were saying that you're like walking up, there is this sitting room with the island.
Oh, okay.
And
So
there's
it's
a
just
chair and there's a
Yeah,
so it's just like a room.
as if someone's been
middle there.
living in the walls.
yeah.
Right. What does the person sleeping in the chair look like?
Oh man.
Oh, do they look like Nil? No.
I was wondering if it's kind of like whatever this world's version of a hippie is.
Bard.
Yeah, like a raggedy sort of bard
Mhm.
who's
Somehow
got a bottle of something sitting next
Excellent.
to the chair and like the remains of a meal.
Yeah.
I will gently shake him awake. Shake them awake.
Oh no.
Oh.
What happens when they wake up?
I think they look at you like wild-eyed and immediately just kind of start touching you.
Yes.
Is this a real thing?
I'm real. This is my colleague Nil. I am Aquarax of the West. Who are you and what are you doing in this place?
I think they start speaking, but like haven't, but like someone who hasn't spoken in a really long time,
Yeah.
like kind of croaks it out. It's like, Donald.
Donald. Donald, how did you come to be here?
Bert.
Bert put you here?
Oh, I think he looks around suspiciously and then
Yeah.
says, no.
Yeah, I think he's really scared.
So what was Bert's role in bringing you here?
Oh,
I think when you say Bert, he flinches.
no.
I mean, the Prince of Wizardry.
He kind of relaxes a bit at that.
Bert says it's for the greater good.
Oh, no.
Everyone can be happy if I stay down here in the dark.
Well, my friend Nil here has an astronomical demonstration to do in just a few minutes, and we were looking for a way out.
Oh, no.
So are you here voluntarily?
I think he looks around and is like,
That's a slow nod.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I'm so happy here.
I love it.
Do you want to leave?
If I leave, something terrible will happen.
What specifically?
The prosperity will be broken.
That sounds like someone is just trying to convince you to be down here.
He looks
Yeah,
around.
I think he like gets into recounting the prophecy, like the fields will
Yeah.
lie fallow,
Hmm.
the sun will
Yes.
vanish from the sky, which will retain the color of blood. And death and pestilence shall consume all men.
That sounds like something that Bert would say. Yeah.
And no
Oh,
one will
no.
come. Yeah,
Um,
I must remain.
can you point us the way out?
I think he just points to the fireplace.
Yeah.
Awesome. The fireplace has a slit in it.
the fireplace has the slit above it. There's nothing obvious at this moment about the fireplace other than there's a fire in it.
Oh, then I will not do what I was about to do then.
Go in the fire.
I'm gonna stick my head and look
I'm
up the
just
chimney.
saying.
All you need is a dinner roll.
Not with that attitude.
Ooh. Donald, you don't seem like you eat very well down here, do you?
There's not been food for, I think there's not been food for a century.
You don't look that old. Anyway, I can produce quite
Doesn't
a
have
bit
any
of
clocks.
very delicious food for you. If you,
I think a tear is
I think
forming at the corner.
I think a
Oh,
tear
God.
forms and he like kind of clutches at your
if you accompany
Collar.
me to the threshold of this place, you don't have to leave at all. But I'll make sure that you're well taken care of.
a little bit of drool starts coming.
I think he tentatively asks for a Danish.
Let's make a wizardry roll.
Cherry.
Yeah. Boom, boom. 2 cherry danishes.
I think he consumes it immediately.
One for him and one for me. Sorry, Nil.
Oh no.
I'll split mine with Nil.
Nil's still having a bad time.
There's plenty more where that came from.
I think he looks at you expectantly.
So you will get that when you accompany me to the threshold.
I think he just points at the fireplace. It's like
with a sort of I'm doing my best.
And you hear his stomach just grumble. A stomach awakening for so long.
So what about the fireplace?
Way out.
How do I use the fireplace to get out?
Yeah.
I think Donald walks into the fire or like jumps in and vanishes.
Oh, I will follow then.
1,000 years of pestilence.
Yes, that's true.
I think that he's like kind of gotten excited about this cherry Danish. It's
Yeah.
a little wild. Like there's Danishes
Beyond
for me.
reason.
I think he says, "Fuck our deal, Bert. Danishes."
Yeah. Cool. I follow him through the fireplace. What do I see?
Yeah.
Same room, only now you can hear the sounds of the party in the distance.
Oh, like just a mirror of that room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
I put my arm around Donald's shoulder and say, "Yeah, I'm going to lead you to the waiter with the best hors d'oeuvres. You're going to lose your shits completely."
Where's Nil at this point?
Bill is half here and half
You tell
there.
me.
Oh,
Yeah,
think-
did he follow me?
Yeah, because part of him is still in that little room.
I think, yeah, I don't think they would have had the presence of mind to jump in after you. I think.
Yeah, I think it was so quick.
Dealing with their own stuff right now.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think Nil stayed, and maybe it was like we see like a little scene of Nil just like sitting down by the fireplace and looking at their own hands.
Great.
Oh,
I find the waiter with the best canapes and lead Gerald to and say, "This man needs to be fed.
I think Donald like takes the tray and sits down with it.
Bring more trays, please."
I think at first the waiter is offended or shocked, but then like looks closer at Donald's face and kind of is taken aback and quickly departs.
Cool. I still need to find this thing.
Aren't you worried? Let Donald out?
No,
Okay.
that's what's happens.
I think at this point, in the
That was
party,
Donald's call.
can we say that your doppelganger walks in the room?
Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
say there's
sure.
gonna be another one.
and just kind of grips you by the lapels or the lapel equivalents and says, I have to find the lens, and then runs off.
I follow immediately as fast as possible. I can clearly keep up with myself. Yeah.
Donald's like laid out on the couch, like with a tray on his belly, you know.
Living his best life.
Best life.
So where do we end up?
Like a astronomy tower. Like up, like lots of, like a really tall tower. Observatory. Yeah.
Cool. So where is it? Do you know where it is? I don't know where it is.
I have to find it.
Yeah, I think that's,
Well,
you're just
you take that side of the route, and I will take this side of the room, and we will, whoever gets it first, I guess. Yeah, so I start digging. Does it make sense to insert myself here? Yeah, I'm gonna insert myself mentally. Dice. Oh, wow. 111.
Whoa.
On a miss, I stand there lost in thought, trying to decide where to start looking.
I think you caught a direct look at your doppelganger's eyes.
Oh no.
Until something snaps me out of it. So what snaps me out of my reverie?
Let's see.
I wonder if like a mouse skitters out from something.
Oh.
Some lenses or some plates come crashing down. I don't know.
Is that going to attract someone?
Let's see.
I don't know.
Yeah. You're stuck there.
I imagine the other me is frantically searching everywhere.
Well,
I'm just like, where should I look first? I imagine my doppelganger is searching frantically everywhere while I'm just like, should I start there or over there? Or
I wonder if Bert walks in. I don't know. I could maybe use a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be immediate, but I would just like one soon.
No, this works.
Let's say Bert walks in and we take a break.
Okay,
Sound good?
cool.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Let's take 5-ish.
See you in 5.
Righty. So I am in the lounge when the Prince of Wizardry arrives. Oh, not in the lounge, the observatory with my doppelganger when the Prince of Wizardry enters.
Neither of you were invited.
How does he react to uninvited
Neither
guests?
of you were on the guest list.
Oh no, yeah. And I think he has the guards with him.
Oh, and they point at you. And then they point at your doppelganger and then look confused.
Are the guards identical?
Yes.
Wizard should have picked that up.
Wizard's not very observant. You already left your friend behind. To get.
Both my friends, I guess. Your Eminence, I'm glad you caught an evil double of mine broke in, and I was pondering how to stop him and bring him to justice here.
I think your double is doing the hell dove thing right now.
Exact same thing.
I am going to exert myself empathetically, I guess, to study and understand the prince.
Wow, first for everything.
If I'm pretty good at it, I have 2.
Acarax is learning empathy.
I'm good.
He'll think about nil.
Maybe that was the real treasure.
Maybe that was the real lens.
I got 1 hit, which means I can ask any questions about what I can directly observe, as always. I can
lens
also
of perspective.
I can also ask questions about what they're thinking or feeling. I can ask 1 per hit. So I can ask stuff like, oh, what are they thinking you're doing? What do they hope that is there something they're hiding from me? Or how could I get them to do X? And I think what I would ask myself, how could I get them to do X, where X is take away my doppelganger? And I don't know about the oath, but it seems like there's a extra head to take off. So what could I do to get him to take my doppelganger and exact his oath upon him?
Oh man. I think you pretty clearly sense that that his oath was not serious, and that he would only do this to somebody who had committed a crime against the kingdom.
Oh, I thought the oath was like, because he was like a little bit wizardy. I thought it was magically binding or something.
I think it is magically binding,
yeah.
But I don't think he himself is aware of that.
I don't think he knows. Yeah.
So if he doesn't remove 1 of our heads, he'll be torn apart. Great. Good. Yeah. So the question, and I don't know about the oath at all. So the question is, what can I do to get him to take my doppelganger away?
I wonder if you convinced him that, oh wait, you don't know about the bird. Okay, that doesn't make sense.
I mean, I know the bird fucked off. I don't know what it did.
You don't know what hurt him. Yeah.
Let's see. I think the first thing that would occur to Bert is that, well, clearly you would be a wizard, and no doppelganger could perform acts of wizardry.
Probably, clearly.
To another bird somewhere.
Sounds like it's bread time, baby.
Bread.
Let's exert myself magically to produce some bread. 2 hits, great. So yeah, like 2 prodigious loaves of whatever his favorite, like chocolate brioche or whatever is. I've done my research.
What is the pile of like little ball desserts? Oh, it's like a pyramid of balls of dough.
like
Oh.
Russian wedding cakes or
Uh,
tea cookies.
croquembouche.
Croquembouche, yeah.
Cream puff tower.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah, it's
I
so
didn't know about this.
I knew about it.
And then oh, this is
I knew about
just
it.
responding to the existence of croquembouche. Okay.
Yeah, so
I was like,
right, I
which
messed up.
character is saying this? Oh no.
A mere doppelganger could not produce your favorite treat, and here it is. Bada boom.
My gosh, I want it.
Oh, where?
So if your guards could please take this abomination from my sight.
I think your doppelganger starts bawling.
Oh no.
See, Acorax of the West would never cry
I
at
think
being nearly
one
taken
of
away.
the
I've spent years in chains
I think
in
one of the
prison.
guards also falls down on his knees and starts crying with your doppelganger.
Oh.
None of this is my concern.
Acorax are so heartless.
He's not a real person. He's just an illusionary. He's a doppelganger.
I think both of the guards look at you.
There's
Oh,
magical
yeah, you
construction.
say that out loud and they're both just...
Yeah, meant to baffle and bewilder me. It's party tricks. But you, Prince of Wizardry, if I may call you Bert, you and I clearly have much to discuss. Let's retire somewhere where we can speak like intelligent, living
Let's
beings
go to my
with souls.
favorite lounge. It has a fireplace.
I heard that you returned from your campaign awash with treasures and singular items.
And I think he's very excited to hear that. And
yes.
Yeah. I know many have gone to have traveled to Torvald, and many have not returned at all, but someone of your abilities.
They said it could not be done. You are correct.
And he produces a little spark of light out of one hand. That is probably
very good. I have much to learn from you. Yes.
Oh, no. I think the guards have taken away the doppelganger and are just like walking down the stairs and having a sympathetic conversation.
Side note, I think since I was the one on the other side, I think I'm actually the doppelganger.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think they're counseling the doppelganger, and they're like, you hear like words of affirmation down the hall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
valid.
I am the duplicate, but
you're enough.
I'm the one with authorial viewpoint, so I am the real one. Yeah, cool. And I think I would like to be like, I know that you keep your most prized treasures away from the prying eyes of the coarse public, but if you would like to share your glory with a peer, I'm sure, although you are Prince of Wizardry, if there are any ways that I could teach you anything that I've learned, I'm sure you've learned it over many times.
Genuinely happy to hear this. Like,
oh yes.
He's like, oh, one is always keen to learn new things as he kind of guides you down the stairs. And,
nice.
Yeah, he loves it.
And yeah, and off to the room, the Museum of Treasures.
Nice. Is the lens there?
I don't think it is. I think the lens is very much not there. I think the treasures are vastly unrelated to. They are whatever the opposite of the thing you're looking for is.
Yeah, so he found the lens is like not that exciting. It's like thrown in a pile.
Yeah, somewhere. It's a glass lens mounted in silver and only like useful to an actual wizard.
But the works
Yeah.
of literature that he found.
Yeah.
Yes, he
I
takes you to the library. Yes.
So my question for you is, what do I see in his little trophy room that makes me completely forget about the lens?
Oh no.
Another
Oh,
grimoire.
and it's
Yeah.
a grimoire that contains the first maxim of the Rulish of Fane.
I think it is like a set of books from the same wizard.
Mhm.
Um,
And yeah, I casually go over and say, "Oh, Rulish of Fane. I understand that his ideas are antiquated. I'm sure you've far surpassed them. I haven't actually laid eyes on any of his volumes myself. Do you find them illuminating?"
Oh, I never really could understand that stuffy stuff.
It is mostly gibberish from my understanding.
Mm.
Would you mind if I well, do you have any other works by Rulish of Fane? I know someone who is a collector who would be very interested in trading.
You're a friend of Mr. Queglich.
I am.
I'll just have him come.
Oh no!
Right
He is,
here.
Stay right
he is
here.
quite busy negotiating a delicate deal at the moment.
Bert is wandering out the
Already
door.
wandering off. I think
All
he's
right.
been waiting for Bert in that deal and was
Mm.
like just sitting in a room waiting for Bert.
Oh, no.
Should
So
I
you
do
are
some-
alone in the library.
Should
now.
I do some wizard shit to him on the way out?
Oh,
What message do I
no.
have? What are my?
I will point out that the bakery where I got the birthday cake for Lindsay apparently also does croquemouche.
Mm.
So I now have a request for the next holiday.
Yeah, I think I'll just let him go and
Excellent.
immediately go to the volumes of Rulish of Fane and just like blaze through them to see if there's anything that I can pull out of it with regards to the first maxim.
Oh man, so you're speed reading through it.
Or actually, since these are grimoires, maybe I should unveil my wizard of senses again.
Yeah, you could try that.
Let's see. Let me roll my wizarding.
Yeah, I wonder if you like rifle through it, but see that it is designed to be obscure to the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. So my wizard of
You have
senses
to
were successfly
approach it
unveiled.
obliquely.
Cool. And I got 2 hits on my what the fuck is actually going on. So with my wizardess senses, I can ask questions.
Yes, you can.
So yeah, I guess the first question is, I'm looking for the first maxim of Rulish of Fane. Where should I start? And what do my wizardess senses tell me?
I think the thing it tells you is that it requires blood.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Does it mention how much? Like a pinprick or a sacrifice?
I think the sense that the phrasing you get is that any amount, no matter how small, is enough to secure the bond.
Great. I will look around for a sharp quill, pierce my finger, and do the required
I was
sigils on the book.
Oh, no.
That works.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
yeah.
that works. I was
Okay.
gonna say like a life's amount of blood, but
Oh, okay.
like enough that you couldn't live without it.
For a mosquito, that's enough.
No, go for it. I like it.
So what happens when I inscribe the correct sigils in blood on the first tome of?
I think your hand kind of melts to the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You now have book hand.
Nice. And so the second question is, how do I extract the first maxim from the book, and yeah, just that.
Okay. I think it tells you that that you need to give yourself over to the book's will. Clear your mind and give your will to yourself to the book's will.
I look to the doorway and make sure there's no imminent danger, and yeah, I do that. That sounds like another wizarding roll to see how that goes.
Okay.
3 dice. Pretty good chance.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you'll be fine.
I got a hit.
Yeah.
Great. So cool. What does it look like when I extract the first maxim of Rulish of Fane from the Grimoire? I imagine there's some sort of like magical like formula that imprints itself on my being.
Yeah. Well, I think yeah, I think it is a phenomenal amount of magical energy, like it is a literal earthquake and like gouts of flame in the library.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it actually start a fire in the library? Great.
Yeah, I think Bert walks in with Quaglich as
pieces.
as the flames burst. Whoa!
And I just
With
yell,
Quaglich.
doppelganger, and run.
Oh no. With the book still attached.
Oh, is the book still attached? Is it still attached, or do I?
Yeah, it's still on your hand.
All right, I'll work that out. Do I escape the estate?
Whoa. I think you trip on Donald in the hallway, and Donald says, I can show you the way out if you take me with you.
He's already very drunk by this point.
Yeah.
He's been living his best life.
I will exert myself subtly then to pass through my environment unnoticed or take action unmolested, which I
think he just, where'd you go?
So let's see how that works. I have 3s like across the board. It's really good.
Yeah.
But that does not do me any good. On a miss, I'm gonna ask one. Oh no, that's empathetically. Physically, subtly. On a miss. Nothing works out for me. So tell your volunteers, well, you go for it anyway. Who catches me and how do they react?
Two halves of nil.
Both nils.
Quaglich, both nils. Quaglich. There's so many good options.
Oh yeah.
Is there a second Quaglich?
Let's see.
I feel like there's probably 2 of everyone in the party. They've already gone down to that room.
So many people have gone down. Oh no, I know what it is. It's the guards, but now there are like 64 of them.
Yes, there are. Yep, that's it. That's the perfect one.
And there's just this perfect rhubarb. It's him, get him.
How do they react?
He tricked us.
He tricked us.
Yeah, so it's sort of a Dawn of the Dead, like they're all grabbing at you and restraining you.
And is Donald with me?
I think you can see him disappear behind a wall of guards.
Well, I think it's time then.
Oh no.
Oh.
I am going to pronounce liveliness upon my shoes.
It's finally time.
You're going to lively everyone else's shoes.
That's going to be exerting myself wizard-like. 3 dice. 2 hits. Yes. What does that mean even though? On any hits, choose the effect. I can leap a great distance horizontally or vertically, run at great speed. kick the ever living goodness out of a victim of my choice.
Oh,
I really want to see the Hard Day's Night like pursuit through the
I
estate.
would like to take a leap over the wall of the estate
Okay.
and land safely outside. And seeing the observatory in flames, and I would like to just make a break for it and head back to my magic house.
Cool.
Any obstacles on the way back?
Let's see.
I don't think so.
Cool. And I think the last thing I would like to do then is, gosh, I just study section 5. I don't know what that is. I have the first maxim now, so I think the last thing I want to do is do some studying Grimoire and see if I can get a hit to unlock section 5, whatever that is. Cool. So I'm going to spend some time in my room with my books, and 4, 3, 1, 1 hit. What does that do? Studying a Grimoire on a hit, choose one. I'm satisfied. On any hits, tally a number of insights equal to your hits. Great. I have tallied 1 insight, which unlocks section 5, and just skipped right over section 4.
Section 4 is for losers.
Let's see what's section 5. Oh shit, section 4 is cool. Oh well. Section 5 here. Section 4 lets me speak words like flying iron nails. Next time. I'll do that next time. Studying and unlocking section 5 means that I enter into a compact with the signature's perspicacious tutor, which is a plasmic entity bound by Abiesta of the 2 courts to the signature, or the grimoire, the keeper and voice of its secrets. The grimoire now wants to help me learn from it.
Oh.
When I study the signature as an active witnessry, take a temporary bonus of +1 to the rating for that. Fucking A. So I guess the question is, in what way does the first maxim of Rulish of Fane allow me to befriend this plasmic entity?
The first maxim of...
Can you repeat that?
Yeah.
In what way does the first maxim of the Rulish of Fame that I got from the book, how does that help me communicate or enter into a compact with this plasmic
you tell
entity?
me what a first maxim of Rulish of Fame is again.
I don't know. It's the thing that I got from the book in the observatory.
Okay, so
let
it's
me
up for
unlock the
grabs
section.
what that is.
It's some magic bullshit.
I just didn't know if it was something I was supposed to know.
Nope.
And so how does that help you
enter into this compact?
I think it gives you the rules for a compact with a plasmic entity, which is a notion that there's a trade for every discussion, for every agreement you have to let the plasmid kind of inhabit and puppet you on this earth.
Nice.
For some amount of time.
Cool.
And those are always the terms. So
yeah.
And I guess my final question is, what is the super cool name that this plasmic entity has that is bound by Abiesta of the 2 courts?
Oh man.
I think it's just shh.
All right. Cool. The rules say that I just want to read it because it's a cool piece of game design. either you or the volunteers can end the session at any time for any reason or none without worrying about how abrupt it might be.
Cool.
I think I'm going to end it there.
Excellent.
Boom. Yeah, it's like when anyone wants to end it for any reason, go ahead and end it. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter where you are. Cool, but I unlocked another section, which is sweet. It's 4 sections out of 10. Well, 13, but 3 of them are cursed or something. So
First section.
yeah, it was like, if you try and do this without first doing this thing, then open this one instead. Oh no. It's bad. It's bad. Cool. That's that then. Let's do stars and wishes. Start with Peter.
I feel like I want to give ourselves a star for. I feel like so often Wizard's Grimoire is like forcing Mark through a sort of Xeno's approach to whatever he's going for. Like we're like, oh, and then there's this obstacle, and then there's this, and this one was just kind of like, yeah, you get the thing.
Yeah. That was fun.
And I liked all the whimsical stuff along the way. Wishes, I wish I were better at handling the improv sci-fi thing of there are 10 weird things set up. How do I get that to make some sense? But that is always very challenging. And definitely stars for Mark for just continually going for what his character would go. Makes the storytelling a lot easier.
Yeah, I think I realized like, oh, like I'm just asking questions. So like, okay, do I escape the whole fucking thing? Great.
Yeah.
I can just like jump through that. Or like, who catches me? Cool. Anything else?
I think that's all I've got. Yeah. Nice sort of relaxing one-off silliness
cleanser
after the more
cool.
intense silliness of the
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, similarly, it was very fun to play, and I had kind of forgotten the mechanics, so I felt very supported. I did also feel the sci-fi thing where I was like, oh no, we've just gotten so delighted by making weird things that
now it's all weird.
Now
Thing.
But I did find that moment when we were like, there were 2 guards.
Yeah.
that helped like make it make a little more sense in my mind, and then my brain started like, oh yeah, and like Bert has this and that's his party. Okay, we got this. This just all makes sense.
Bert's just got one party trick and he loves it.
It's party trick. Yeah, and I love the like mechanic of us having to agree. So
Yeah,
it's nice like if I say something, I know that it's agreed with, or it would be pushed back against.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't want to do that.
Which I feel like tells us so much about real life. Anything else about the game? No, it was fun. It was a nice palate cleanser. Thanks.
Any wishes?
No.
Cool. Yeah, this was super fun and like you said, like cool, light palate cleanser type of thing. I really like the lack of continuity. So because like I'm at a party now, and not have to like connect it to anything else that happened. Yeah, and just the the asking questions thing is still really interesting to me because it's you all are like basically the GMs, but I'm the one kind of like directing the focus, I guess, of the story. It's an interesting dynamic and still getting used to, I think. But yeah, y'all did great as guides. And wishes to do it again sometime. I think how many plays do I have? I've played Wizard's Grimoire.
Funny?
Twice. So this will be a 3rd time this year. Oh well, I don't think it's going on the ladder. Cool. Anything else?
Also, I love that Acrax is kind of a dick.
Yeah, like and I also love that there's like, oh, I think I'm actually the doppelganger.
Yeah.
Like you
Acrax
left your Like in any other adventure, you'd be like, okay, I have to find a way to rescue Nil. And it's like, nah, fuck that guy.
He'll figure it out. He's a smart guy.
Super smart. And probably used to this.
Yeah. Doppelganger. Cool. Anything else before we say goodbye?
Well, I think that's it.
All right.
No.
Goodbye, internet.
Bye.